Hi, my name is Joseph Parker, WBO champion of the world, and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Tony Bellew, he's saying that David Haye is pretty much bad for boxing and he wants to get rid of him. And what he's saying is that the way that David Haye carries himself and the way that he acts doesn't represent the sport. So anyway, this is what Tony Bellew had to say, and then we'll have like a little chat about it. Tony Bellew's statement. I'm preparing for this fight exactly how I did for the first time round, preparing for a hard fight against a brilliant athlete. That's all this is, a fighter against an athlete. Haye's tone, manner and demeanour does not represent boxing as it should be. They do not show it in the right light. He's another fighter I need to get rid of. We all know he likes the fame and being in the media spotlight. He's the kind of diva that boxing creates, one of these guys that is more bothered about playing games with business. I have ambitions and goals beyond David Haye. He questioned my desire, but my desire deeply outweighs his. For him, it's just about the money and more money. That's never been my motivation. I am mentally prepared to win, and if necessary, I'll get off the floor and show it. I can't wait to show that I am the better man. I'm more active and consistent. I'm deep in camp. There's no games now. Everything I said the first time goes again. Don't blink, it could be over very quickly. Both of us have that massive punch. This time, he will start less fired up, but he will tire and I will come on strong. My intention was never going to win the first 5 rounds of the first fight. I still won 2 of those though. I grind things out and I can get grueling points wins. I've done that many times. I may get off the floor in this fight, but I'm mentally prepared for it. I can't wait to shut down the Haye groupies again. The ones who said I only won because of his injury. Let's also remember that last time I got booed into the arena and cheered out of it, while he got cheered in and booed out. What does that tell you? So that was Tony Bellew's statement. What the hell? So what he's saying is then he still doesn't like David Haye, and he sees him as an obstacle to move on to bigger and better things. We've seen the new ranking system from the WBC, and Tony Bellew is ranked number 6. But he wasn't ranked at all last week. So maybe it's a case of they wasn't too sure, as somebody said on Twitter there, that maybe the WBC wasn't too sure if Tony Bellew was going to be sticking around at heavyweight. So that's why they didn't rank him. But now, because he's signed a fight for a rematch with David Haye in a heavyweight fight, they've now decided to rank him. But what happens after this fight, should he win, he's probably going to be having options of the likes of Joseph Parker or whatever else there may be. I'm presuming that Joseph Parker will be the number 1 option. But he's saying exactly the same things that he did last time, that he knows David Haye is dangerous. And he's preparing for the best David Haye that there could possibly be. So if David Haye is not at his best, anything less like it was last time, then he's going to find it a pretty easy night. Now, he didn't find it an easy night last time. He did get hurt quite a bit. But David Haye was just throwing bombs. He wasn't doing what he usually does. It's like he was just trying to hurt and knock out Tony Bellew early doors, because that's what he promised. David Haye has been a lot more humble this time around. He's almost complimenting Tony Bellew, but of course we haven't had that many press conferences or interviews with either fighter since then. So the fight will be on December the 17th, and that will be at the O2. The undercard looking pretty good already. You've got Joe Joyce, he's going to be fighting Tom Little, and Dave Allen looks like he could be potentially fighting for the British heavyweight title against Sam Sexton after he told Lenroy Thomas to jog on with his Commonwealth belt because he got messed about. So the whole card is looking pretty good so far. There are a few other ones on there as well. Obviously David Haye would like to get his guys out there with MVP and whoever else. So it's going to be an interesting fight. For those who wasn't interested in the first one, I'm sure you're interested in the rematch. For those who was interested in the first one, you're definitely interested in this rematch. So drop yourself a comment below about what Tony Bellew said. How do you see this fight going? And of course, click that thumbs up and subscribe.